Thanksgiving, and what could be worse? Sitting around a dinner table with people you only see twice a year, when Uncle Creepy gets drunk and confesses that he molested your dolls as a child? Or watching this 1981 Thanksgiving slasher film, Home Sweet Home? I know, I'd rather be around Uncle Creepy too, but instead, I'm watching this little scene horror film that looks like it was shot with a lens covered in turkey gravy. I see the Griswolds are in this movie, so it should be funny so long as it isn't in Europe or Vegas. Never mind though, it's just some guy.
Hey, you want a beer?
That's nice. A movie so bad even it's trying to get me drunk first. However, let's look at the reaction from the man who the drunk driver is talking to.
Hey!
In fairness of hulking serial killer David Hess, he was offered very shitty beer. We're informed by the radio DJ that this is an escaped lunatic from a mental institution. You didn't have to tell us that. This is an 80s slasher film. We can all just assume it.
He's extremely dangerous and probably armed, and he could be on PCP.
Yes, he could be on PCP, but fortunately, that's just tab clear he's squirting in his mouth. The killer steals the car and begins driving to wherever the hell the director wants him to stop and kill a bunch of people. Oh, this is where you know you're in for a disappointing Thanksgiving movie, when a person's name is an anagram for tofu. You know what's even less exciting than driving to Thanksgiving dinner? Watching someone else drive to Thanksgiving dinner. Luckily, since this is a slasher film, we get to see him run over someone. Well, so far, this is hilarious! Our story starts out with the main group of characters meeting at a cabin in the woods for Thanksgiving dinner, which is where every slasher film character spends their holiday. I'm sure it was no problem filming here on Thanksgiving, though, since that's when the crew of Friday the 13th Part 2 had a weekend off. Also, it's nice that we have a holiday slasher film called Home Sweet Home when it doesn't take place in any of the characters' homes.
Bradley will take some getting used to. He's really a nice guy. Just a little nervous. Came close to going off the deep end when his record company went under.
Thank you, dubbing, for that backstory.
Sometime we'll even have a little time alone together.
Oh, shut up.
No, seriously. This is a slasher film. You're gonna have to show your tits.
Steak, I told you to shut that damn thing off!
Jesus, you know it's gonna get a little intense when you invite Edward James Olmos to dinner. Actually, this character is played by the film's producer, Don Edmonds. So that'll settle your stomach. A movie that is produced by and co-starring the director of Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS. Well, it looks like it took the killer no time to show up. But something tells me that it's still gonna take forever for him to kill any of these people. Christ, this is what a Friday the 13th film would look like without all of the makeup. What the shit?
Come on, slowpoke!
No, this is not the comic relief. What did they do, cast Gary Newman's nerdy brother?
I got you! Damn you little creep!
It's hilarious because he has the tact of a sim.
Well, I get my hands on you. Well, catch me if you can, turkey.
Get it? In case you forgot that it takes place on Thanksgiving. And that the movie is a giant turkey. This character's name, and I'm not making this up, is Mistake. I don't know if they decided to call the character this halfway through the production, or if the actor's mother suggested it to the screenwriter.
Rock and roll forever.
God, it sounds like Eddie Van Halen's fart. Cut to some better music, please. Yeah, funny. Anyways, at least I'm not the only one who hates Mistake, because it looks like the other characters do too.
What's the matter? The kid getting on your nerves?
Maybe I can slip some arsenic in his soup. Hi, I'm Gail.
If only we could put his dick in a guillotine, pour boiling oil down his throat, and shove a hot poker up his ass. What was her name again? And because it's a slasher film, two of the characters have to leave for no reason.
Wait, I'll go with you.
But it looks like the cud of this take is staying.
I'm gonna murder
I don't
him.
blame you. Oh,
Gosh, I
could use a Valium. Is this Scott's car?
Ooh.
Hey, hot car. Whoa.
Dialogue! You know what? So far, the killer is the most likable character in the film. Between Marcel Marsuck, the chronic gambler, the man who spends most of the first act looking for peas,
Where are the peas?
and this girl, at least the killer looks like he's having fun. Wait a minute, another character is leaving? Come on, we haven't seen these two people get killed yet. This slasher film is getting way ahead of itself. Dear God, would it make any sense to blame the tryptophan on the fact that this movie is putting me to sleep? The hell was that? When you can't get a car that's as haunted as Christine, just jump on the hood yourself. So say we all. Yet I would rather see that dead body for the rest of the movie than the comic relief.
How dare you touch the woman I love? Can't you leave us alone?
I think that was ad-libbed. No one wants this character here. And if you're gonna be a talking mime on camera, the least you could do is be disgruntled. Oh, but this works too. Just hang around the children. Oh, of course he knows magic. Hey, Cobblerfield, why don't you try turning this into a better movie? You know, it's kind of sad that this is the only actor in the movie who has at least one talent. When their friends don't return back to the cabin, the characters debate on who should go out and look for them.
Well, I'm not going to sit around here any longer. Scott, you and I'll go find them.
Now you go ahead. I'm going to stay here with the troops. I don't want to leave them here without a man around.
The past. Looks like it was Artie Lang, though, who drew the death straw. Yeah, just in case you can't see how your movie's character died, just have the killer lift their head back up to give us a closer look. Oh, right, there are still characters out here who haven't gotten killed yet.
Yeah, you're in direct violation of Section 22350 of the California Vehicle Code.
I know that section. It's driving while titzed. No time for that, though. We immediately cut back to the cabin because there's a love scene going on.
Shouldn't we go downstairs and check on the others?
No. Well, maybe we should.
Yeah, look how hilarious they're being. There's a sombrero involved, and I'm sure it's made entirely of tortilla chips. But then some intensity happens when it's discovered that someone has been eating the turkey. It's nice to know that the most dread any character has experienced here is discovering that the 4-year-old has been picking at the food. Meanwhile, the producers of the movie probably couldn't afford any more gas in the car, so the two girls are killed. Easy there, Lou Ferrigno. Pick up the girl, not the fucking camera. Oh, it was nice of her to die before her head hit the rock. So given that this is still a Thanksgiving movie, we might as well watch people eat a Thanksgiving dinner, even if half of their party is now dead. My God, this dinner is more ridiculous than if it were hosted by the Manson family.
Angel, honey, would you like some peas? No peas. No peas, no dessert.
No peas, no dessert. Why? She doesn't like peas. Where is there a law that says that you have to eat shit before you can eat something that you liked? When I was a kid, I went to a daycare center that forced me to eat green beans. You know what happened? I got really sick, because that's what happens when you eat something that you dislike. It's okay not to like certain foods. Once Rosalita here gets cranberries dumped on her shirt, Mistake takes her to get a clean pair of clothes. Hope she looks good in bondage gear. Unfortunately, she is attacked by the killer.
Sound. And I'll kill her.
So that's all we had to do to get him to shut up? Threaten someone's life? Well, I guess not, because it doesn't work.
Don't hurt her, please. Look, I'll play my guitar for you. I'll sing. I'll do some magic, please, mister.
Dude, shut up. If you keep talking, he's going to torture her first.
My God, please take me instead.
I think we know how this is going to end.
Oh, please! Crazy!
Mistake runs off from the killer, and I'm sure that right now, more than ever, he really regrets putting on that white face paint. I know I should be happy right now, but there's still 30 minutes of this movie left. When Billy Zabka finds the dead body, their natural instinct is to think that Mistake is the killer. And I gotta say, that seems like a logical explanation.
Oh my God, if he's gone off the deep end, make him after us.
Yes, he seems very weird. Now we should stay in here so he won't get us.
Scott. He's out there.
Jesus, lady, the turkey is showing more emotion than you.
Try to find some candles.
Don't be gone long.
Just stay where you are. Everything will be all right.
Yes, I know everything will be alright, because this is a slasher film so fucking lame that this character leaves, searches around the house, and comes back perfectly fine. He has to leave a second time before he is attacked. Holy shit, she stabbed him in his off-camera parts. Since we've got 2 minutes to kill before they realize he isn't dead yet, the two run off, then realize they've forgotten the kid, so they run back. And dead. Now that it's just the girl versus the killer, we can finally hear that classic Home Sweet Home movie theme. It sounds like they mixed the Friday the 13th theme with a dying giraffe. So Blondie McSurvivor hides out until morning when the killer jumps out from the tree to scare her, which I'm sure was really uncomfortable since he still has a knife in his back. Luckily, the police show up to put down this rabid fucking dog. You know the second shot was the one that did it, because the blast was much louder. Okay, who cares what happens next? Let's just cut to the obligatory shot of the killer opening his eyes. Yeah, cute, except that I just saw that he has a shotgun pointed at his face. Even though you cut to black, I'm assuming he's about to get his face blown off. Home Sweet Home is the most stock slasher film I've seen since Savage Weekend, but at least that one had a sexy dance. This movie has a group of annoying characters, an unoriginal killer played by someone who probably just showed up on set wearing his own clothes, and worst of all, it doesn't even fucking matter that it takes place on Thanksgiving. It's barely mentioned in the movie. It easily could have taken place on Easter or Christmas or any random non-specific day of the year, and it would have been the exact same movie. It's weird, though, that it takes place on Thanksgiving, because after seeing the movie, the last word that I want to say right now is thanks!
Oh, you creepy